stay with domestic football. Orlando Pirates and Casric Stars are set to meet in a Nedbank Cup last 16 encounter at the Orlando Amstel Arena this afternoon. The Buccaneers come into the game on the back of a 2-1 league defeat to Mamelodi Sundowns and will look to bounce back to winning. On their way is Motsepe Foundation side, Casric Stars, who have set their record clear that they will be looking to pull an upset against the Soweto Giants. Joining us now from Eskodini in the build-up to the clash, sports reporter Yolulwe Qoshe. Yolulwe, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I mean, we're just listening to Coach Abdeslam Wadu now speaking about Orlando Pirates' concerns, especially on the front line. How important is it for Orlando Pirates to bounce back after that loss to Mamelodi Sundowns in the league, and especially the strikers getting the back of the net?
Well, a very good afternoon to you in Studio Vuyo, as well as to the viewers at home. A rather gloomy and rainy Orlando Amstel Arena it is today. It remains to be seen how that will affect attendance later today, with just under 2 hours to go for the kickoff of that Nedbank Cup encounter. But also speaking about affecting, it remains to be seen how affected Orlando Pirates will be after that loss against Mamelodi Sundowns in a league encounter. Of course, psychologically, what will that do for them coming into this particular game? Because we know in the league they had a healthy lead over Mamelodi Sundowns. So that loss will see not only Sundowns being happy, but the rest of a chasing pack, the likes of Sekhukhune United and Kaizer Chiefs, will be looking at that particular scenario and saying they are fancying their chances. And also, I was at the Orlando Pirates training ground earlier this week. Ahead of that game, there was an atmosphere of excitement. There was an atmosphere of confidence and enthusiasm. So for them to lose psychologically, that will probably be a big blow for them. But they'll look to quickly switch that around as they get into the Nedbank Cup Vuyo. It's cup competitions, and we know Orlando Pirates become ruthless when it comes to cup competitions. Already this season, they've got 2 cups in the bag, the M10-8 earlier in the season, as well as the Carling Knockout Cup as well earlier in the season. In the previous campaigns as well, they've won 5 trophies. They've won in 2023, 2024. They were able to win the M10-8 and the Nedbank Cup 2024, 2025 as well. They're able to do the same. And then last season, they were unfortunately able to only get 1 and not win the Nedbank Cup final, which is something that they'll hopefully be trying for themselves to get right this time around with their coach, Abdeslam Wadu. I know a lot of Orlando Pirates fans were rather sad when they lost Jose Riviero, who started that tradition of winning cup competitions for them. But now, Abdeslam Wadu has already also made good on that tradition, equaling Jose Riviero's tally of 2 titles per season. He now already has 2 himself, and he still has the opportunity to go 3 with the Nedbank Cup, as well as still in a position to dream and go 4 with the most elusive one and the most coveted one, which is the PSL title, one they have not won since the 2011-2012 season. So today it's going to be a matter of flipping the mentality and continuing a tradition and being clinical in a competition where they've reached the last 4 finals in the last 4 editions. And if they are to make it through, they will be needing the likes of their forward lines to step up, the likes of Relebohile Mofokeng, as well as Andre de Jong and Tshepang Moremi to come through for them against the Casric Stars team.
A quick one, just Yolulwe, I mean, giving you an update, TS Galaxy has beaten Mamelodi Sundowns 2-0. Of course, you're seeing, I guess, in the likeness of this competition with the not-so-favorite teams when they play against the big teams, a situation with Casric Stars now. Maybe for Abdeslam Wadu, how likely is he to approach this game, and especially playing against a not-so-favorite team? And we know the likeness of this competition.
Well, that's an interesting one that you just posed, Vuyo. I mean, the team sheet came out not too long ago, and I've noted that they've made just 3 changes from the team that took on Mamelodi Sundowns. Mpho Cebechane comes in the defense. They've also got Tshepang Moremi as well as Andre de Jong boosting the front line. So they've gone very strong. They understand now that, one, they need to make good on the loss against Sundowns. They need to appease their fans that might be reeling from that particular competition. They need to reinstill the confidence into the group and say that they need to get quickly back onto winning ways. So the best way to do so is, one, give the players that are still hurting an opportunity to redeem and rectify themselves, and also an opportunity to punish what is a lower division opposition. But also, Casric Stars won't be coming here to rest on their laurels. They'll still understand the romance of this particular competition and say they've seen many upsets over the years. Why can't they be the ones to do the same here? But it is going to be tough for them to come here at the Orlando Arena to do that, Vuyo, because Coach Abdeslam Wadu, with the team that is picked, is very attacking, it's very quick, and they are going to try and make sure that they do not get a second loss in a row here in Soweto. And for them, just to try to continue that tradition, of course, of getting to the finale at least of the Nedbank Cup.
A big thank you to our sports reporter Yolulwe Qoshe, who's at the Orlando Stadium.